Hey everyone, this is Antonio the 13th here with another update. This one will be an update over basically my portfolio's performance over the month of April. So let's just go over that quickly because there are some trades that I want to do. The market's about to open up here. So as you can see here, my performance um, over the month of April was not good. Um, as I imagine most portfolios wasn't, um, or most portfolios weren't, whatever. Despite the grammar, as you can see, this was not good. I was down $700 in realized losses for the month. The vast majority of this loss came from during the beginning of the tariff sell-off. When I realized my loss on Under Armour, I sold all my stock in there because I was just concerned about what tariffs would mean for the company. So, yeah, that was the bulk of my loss. My other losses were basically due to this spy calendar put, or spy calendar option trading that I've been doing, whether it's been calls or puts. Um, this week so far, I was able to make a little money off of it, like $20 after my cost of initially buying the option was factored in. I only made like $20. So I may continue it going forward. I may not. We'll see. I haven't been continuing it thus far this week after the expiration on Tuesday of my call, or when I sold it before it expired. And that is because there's a lot going on this week with earnings and financial events. I think PCE numbers come out later this week, for example. So I just wanted to stay out of that. I'm not going to mess with it this week or, later this week. So, yeah, that's in terms of realized, gains or losses. That's what happened for the month of April. For unrealized performance, though, um, things actually aren't too bad. The market's just about to open, so obviously this is, fluctuating back and forth right now, but I'm basically just about even. I'm only down like $100 or so over the past month in unrealized loss. So I think that's pretty good. Now, what you're about to see me here or do here, since the market's going to open, is I have some options which I mentioned on my last update, I believe. I have a covered call on AMD and NVDA. And both of these are really close to being in the money right now, a little too close for my comfort since these expire tomorrow. So I am going to roll these out to, for AMD, I'm going to roll this out next week. They have earnings next week, so I should be able to roll this one out pretty easily. Um, Unfortunately, if AMD really skyrockets after the earnings, I'll be really capping my upside. Um, but at this point, I just have to roll. It's too close to being in the money. Right now, AMD's at $99, and my strike, which expires tomorrow, is at 101. And on NVIDIA, this one's a little safer, but still, right now we're at 113 on NVIDIA, and my strike is at 116. So, yeah, I need to roll this too. Now, one other position I'm not sure that I mentioned in my last update was my stocks, my plug position. Um, I ended up selling a covered call on this because we had some um, we had a spike above $1 briefly earlier this week. And so I decided to sell a covered call. It was only for $3, but still $3 on $100 position, that's 3%. So um, I think that was a pretty good covered call to sell. And I was fairly certain that it was going to come back down. The news that it was rising on, yeah, it was good news, but it wasn't really like a super fundamental shift. Um, I think it was basically just a report on a rumor, essentially. So that the company is going to report in their upcoming earnings some steps that they're taking to right the ship, so to speak. But anyways, the market's open right now, so I'm gonna roll these covered calls live here. So let's start with AMD. I'm gonna roll this one out a week. Right now, AMD is going down, but still, I don't care. I want another week to, save myself from any potential from a potential assignment on Friday. So I'm basically wanting to go up as high as I can with a net credit. So right now my debit is going to be $72. I could get something for barely a credit on 114 on the 114 strike, but I'm going to go down just one more and sell it at, oh, it looks like the debit increased to 82 anyways. So I better act quickly here. Let's see if I can fill that. You can only buy, okay. I wonder what the issue is here. It says that I'm trying to buy here, but that's certainly not the case. Okay, so, and of course this silliness is costing me some strikes here. So now I have to get to, the debit right now is at 92, so now I need to go down to the 112 strike. At this point, I'm just trying to get filled. We'll do 15 cents here. See if that results in a roll. Okay. So that got rolled. So let me just verify what happened there. So I should see my history on this. So I would have, yeah, so my average credit was 102 here. And let's just see if I can get some more. Yeah, so here are some more details on what I just did. So I bought back the contract that I had expiring tomorrow on May the 2nd for $86. And I ended up selling the call for next Friday at the 112 strike for $1.02 for a $16 net credit there. So hopefully 112 ends up being safe, I'd really rather not lose this position. But at least at this point, if I end up getting assigned at 112, this will definitely be profitable for me. I'll approximately make my cost basis on AMD is like around $100. So at the 112 strike, I'd probably make about $1,000. So not bad. So let's do a roll on NVIDIA now. On NVIDIA, I'm going to go out a little longer. Maybe. I was planning to go out towards the end of the month on NVIDIA, but right now the stock's going down a little lower, so I could probably roll out my position for a little better price here out to next week. And I'd rather not go out the entire month because NVIDIA has earnings towards the end of the month, and I'm not sure that I want to have a covered call on at that point. We'll see. But for right now, I can roll this out another week. So let's see what I can get right now. To buy back, I'd have to be around $80. So what can I get for 80? So I can go all the way up to 120 or 121. I'm going to do 120, and that is because of some technicals. So let me just pull it up here on my Robinhood charts and show you. So my adjusted cost basis at the moment is at 107.44 on NVIDIA. And the upper bound of this declining trend line that we're in right now, the top of that basically at next week is going to be 120. So I think 120 should be fairly safe unless we get some really good news about tariffs or something and the stock market just rallies really hard. It does appear like the market does want to rally right now, but we'll see. With as volatile as things have been, that can change within the next hour. So yeah, I'm going to roll out to the 120 strike here, expiring next week. That should be around a $20 credit. Let's see what I can get it for. Again, I just want to get filled, so I'll settle for 23 here. Okay, and it got filled. So, yeah, NVIDIA is starting to go down, of course, when I roll this, but at least I've bought myself some more time, so to speak. Or really, I got paid just a little bit, but I got paid a little bit to give my options a little more time to work out in my favor, a little more comfortably. So, yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna have going for the next week. As I mentioned in my last update, I'm not going to be doing weekly updates this month for May. I've got some family coming into town, so yeah, I'm going to be posting my next update either at the very end of May or beginning of June, where I will go over my performance for the month of May. I'll do it a little more in-depth than this video. I kind of was in a rush because I wanted to roll these positions that I just rolled at the market open. So yeah, but that's basically my review for April. It ended up being a flat month, which I think is pretty good considering, what the market's done. At least in terms of unrealized, gains and losses, it was flat. Of course, the realized losses were, $700 or so. So hopefully next month will be a better month, not just for my portfolio, but for all of ours. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to sharing my progress with you at the end of May again.